I believe it's 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on the dot. That's an on-time start, people. I'm Chris Denman. I'm live in St. Louis. The woman dancing into your hearts and minds. It's her show. That's B-Phlat. She's in Philadelphia. It's Tighten Up Tuesday here to flip shit and make it fly. Each and every Tuesday live on the Two Funny Mamas YouTube channel. So pumped to be here. B's knees are the bee's knees. She's really moving them well. So we're very excited about it. Big show tonight. Let us know how you're feeling in the live chat. If you want to cash app, say hello. You know how it works. She'll dance. We'll keep it pushing. B at Flat Out Funny on Instagram. You've kind of got like a new bounce to your step. You're a regular on the Sherri Show TV. Your podcast is pushing. The Picasso army is growing. Man, you did your hair today. Maybe even showered.
I think me doing my hair today made the show start on time.
I think it did. Looks great. Feels great.
9:01. Chris.
We're settled in. We're basically to Ask Chris Easy.
We shop the world and start on time. Don't give a damn. I'm on that mighty kind.
Oh, no. I wish you all could see Deja. She looks like she's partying behind. She's dancing behind the screens, so I just see two hands.
That's what I'm talking about. Next time, Deja, come out. Bring the hands out. Oh, put them behind Chris. Hit him with the
1991 photo shoot.
So, Chris, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited for you. Things are going great. A lot of opportunities ahead. Great things moving. Yeah, good night tonight. Deja's on her game. I can tell.
That's what's up. You know we got a lot to go through, Chris. I missed last Tuesday. I was having
you quit on your people.
Oh, I was having a mental moment at Sherri's house. It was a long, rough day. First of all, I had a terrible day on the train. And I was clowning. And then after the show, we didn't get back to Sherri's house. My plan was to leave right after I got done and go straight there and start working on what I needed to work on. And it didn't happen like that. So we didn't get out of there till like 5:30. And you know, they ain't enough time for me to pull shit together. And then when I went and stood in Sherri's room and saw the disarray, for 2 days, I was fucked up. I was just standing there with my coffee every morning like, I don't know what to do in here. I don't even know where to start. This is giving me a headache. I was just like, I can't do it. I really felt like a failure. I was like, I can't even tackle this. I just gave up. And it's so funny because somebody cleaned up. I think it was like the housekeeper or whatever. And they got an area where you could actually see the floor. And I was all like, damn, I'm going to take pictures and say I did this. I was going to take pictures and be like, I did this. But I couldn't even be dishonest with myself like that because it really stressed me out. And I told Sherri, I said, Sherri, I can't do nothing. Not one thing in this area, in this space, I can't. I cleaned up the office, but that was it. Yeah. That's because I was in there. That's where the guest room is. But other than that, that was my mental moment. I was having a breakdown. Her house, not her house, that room with all those clothes and jewelry and thousands of shoes everywhere. I was just like, nope, I can't even walk in here to start. So
it was a lot.
That was my mental moment. It was a lot.
Yeah. Well, you're here. It's Tuesday. You're back.
I couldn't even do Tighten Up Tuesday. After looking at Chris, I had to take a drink. I really did. I was so drunk. And then we started playing spades. I was like, I can't do Tighten Up Tuesday. I can't pull it together. I didn't have enough time, but I enjoy being on the Sherri Show. So I guess it all paid off because God is good. And this is what we've all been praying for. All the Picasso's been praying for me. So, of course, I appreciate them. I appreciate them. I didn't know it was going to happen back to back. But it's a good thing. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You, Tammy Pescatelli, and Yamanika. Great work.
That's what's up. That's 3 weeks later. So that's a shout out to all the Picasso's that badgered all the staff members at the Sherri show to be like, put B-Phlat on, put B-Phlat on. I made my mark. They love me, so they had me come right back. So shout out to them. And a shout out to Mighty Kind, of course, because you know I'm on that, Chris.
Oh.
I actually did video today of my drink recipes. So I'm drinking one. I got to edit it because it's like 5 minutes long. And I was like, I got to get this together. I showed my 3 drink recipes.
They don't do that for you?
Right now I'm drinking on the Mighty Mimosa. This single orange juice and the orange dream, half and half with a splash of lemon. That's my new drink, the Mighty Mimosa.
I love it.
Gotta have champagne flute. You know, like you're gonna have. This is great in the morning.
Or at night.
Only 20 milligrams of CBD. Only 20.
Take note if you're a potential sponsor. This woman, when she leans into a relationship, it gets real serious.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Speaking of which, I'm giving a shout out to Daphne. It was so good to meet her when I was in Dallas. And she came to hang out with us. And then I had my driver take her home. She's like, I'll Uber here. I was like, girl, let my driver take you home. I was having my driver take everybody anywhere they needed to go. I was like, girl, don't worry about that. My driver will take you. I was like, Justin, I need you to take Daphne home. I need you to drive home. That's what's up. So shout out to Daphne. It was so good to meet her. She came out and had a great time at the second show.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. And Dallas treated you well?
What? I kicked it so hard in Dallas, it's ridiculous. I almost kicked it as hard as me and Kim did when we were in Indianapolis. But it was better because my girlfriends came in. One flew in from Chicago and the other one drove in from Houston. We had a good time, Chris. I'll jump into that. But yes, speaking of Houston, shout out to Lauren. Sound of Noel. You know, this show wouldn't be the show if it wasn't for the type music.
It's a big part of it, especially the dancing, the CashApp dance, everything. And that, man, Lauren came through right at the get-go. And, man, I hope some people have reached out to her because it's at Sound of Noel on Instagram. Wonderful work.
Amazing. I love great music since, you know, I am B-Phlat. I know good music when I smell it. Anyway, let me. You know I'm ignorant, Chris.
We get started dead on time, and she starts taking a little slower walk at the beginning. I get it.
Let me go jump into my shout out and recaps because we have a lot.
Let's do. See, yeah, I saw your folder today.
Thank you, because I'm catching up from Dallas. I'm catching up from the Sherri show. Other shows, I'm just playing catch up. It's been a couple weeks. Well, 2 weeks.
Sure.
So there you have it. With that being said, go ahead, Deja. Let's get it rolling. Since Chris got me on the schedule. Shout out to my man Eric and the Mighty Kind. You know you got to get that Mighty Kind. You always get the 15% off. So, of course, I'm giving him a shout out because he's drinking that. I think that's that banana kush. A lot of people like the banana kush. I know it's Dennis's favorite. Most of his friends drink the banana kush. I think it's just because of the name that it says kush.
Yeah.
Catchy.
It's hip. I get it.
So this is my first show in Dallas, and shout out to Livette, who flew in from Albany, well, actually Atlanta. And that's her best friend, Dondella, that lives in the Dallas area. And they came to the show on the first night. And Livette stayed in our hotel. She had a room there. It was just great how everything worked out. I was like, I can't believe the Picasso's flying in, driving in. We just had a great time, Chris. It was amazing.
That's incredible.
Yes, it was. Next photo shows my 2 homies and my other homie Keith from St. Louis. That was us kicking it at the Jewel. After the show, we went to this bar down in the bottom of the Jewel Hotel. It was really nice. So that's EMR and Eva, and we kicked it. Eva
looks great.
That's my soror who I hung out. She's from Chicago. I hung out with me and Kim when we were in Indianapolis.
Okay, there you go. Look at you. Never without friends. I like that.
Never without my good friends.
Okay.
Next photo.
Or
that's right.
People that watch your show.
Hey, look at that, Chris. You know, Cicely came on stage and was singing her heart out.
I'm sorry, Cicely.
Yes, Cicely Mysora from Arkansas, our welcome bag.
Sicily? Wait, where is this at? Is this at your comedy show?
Yes, this is my second day in Dallas at T-Ball, my one-woman show.
And you made Cicely do half the work.
Cicely came to help out with the first song. It was audience participation like the first 20, 30 minutes of my show. It was really nice.
That's awesome.
I was doing trumpet songs. Yeah, I did 4 to 5 trumpet songs, depending on the feel of the crowd. But I had a good time, and Cicely came up to sing. You could tell she's singing her heart out. It was her birthday weekend she was celebrating.
Happy
so
birthday.
She flew in, and her sisters and like family and a whole bunch of Delta. Plus it was J13 weekend in Dallas. So it was a lot going on with the Deltas and the Qs. And
oh, yeah.
Our foundation, it was our founders weekend.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on. Dallas was popping. And you know, Kim and Sherri were there.
Yeah, I heard they were
at my show. And this is after the show. Kim and taking pictures with our sorors.
She's complaining. She complained how tired she was 0.7 seconds after this photo was taken. Sorry. Go ahead.
They didn't hang out with us. You know, we went to hang out. We went and had drinks.
Oh, yeah.
At another bar. Yes, we had a good time. But
that's great.
Yeah, Kim and Sherri and Bone came to the show, so it was really cool to have them in the audience.
That's awesome.
So we came to Dallas. So I got home one day, and all I had to do was unpack and repack so that I could get to New York for the Sherri show. So I'm happy to be home because I haven't seen my husband in a minute. Because I was right in New York taking this. Yes, and we had so much fun. And it was so good to see Tammy. I haven't seen Tammy Pescatelli in so long. I mean, it's been years, and she still looks the same. She
looks great.
Yeah. Yes.
I listened to an interview with her probably two or 3 weeks ago, and man, as funny as ever. So many great stories. She's a talented writer. Good for her.
Yes, always been funny. I used to book her to come down to Helium here when I used to do my Monday Madness. Yep, she used to always come down. Next photo shows us at Zero Bond. Sherri, I, and Yamanika, and Corinne, I'm sorry. We had a show at Zero Bond. Chris, have you heard of Zero Bond?
No. And is that New York?
It's that New York social club where it's like $10,000 a month for the membership.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's like for Jay-Z and the Kardashians.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm not cool like that.
I know. I was like, it's so swanky.
Would you put that photo back up, please, Deja? Is that Corinne Fisher?
I think so. I can't remember her last name, but I'm going on her podcast.
Guys,
Yes. Yep, that's her. I'm going on that podcast. Don't say it on my show. Don't you say it out loud on my show, Chris.
Guys, we effed.
Didn't I just say don't say that out loud?
I didn't. I said effed.
So anyway,
it's not effed. It's the other.
I'm going on Corinne's podcast.
I want to say I interviewed her. You can take that down. I want to say I interviewed her 6 or 7 years ago. Their podcast, she does it. I can't remember her co-host's name. That podcast came out firing. I'm sure it's still very big. Like, they've done so well for themselves.
I'm definitely going on it. But you won't hear your name, Chris. Won't be no Chris's in my repertoire.
Oh, no, math. From what you've divulged on here, and just the amount of people and the amount of men named Chris that would have been in your web range, I highly doubt you haven't slept with. I guarantee you haven't slept with any Chris's. My ass.
I gotta check I do my shit A to Z. I know my list names.
Do you know your list?
Not all of them, but I know. I have to think on the
got a little hazy at Fontbonne, did it?
Got a little hazy at Fontbonne. All right.
That door didn't always close all the way, huh? Yeah, I would bet heavy there's a Chris or two, C or a K, in your list. I'll tell you this: there's no Beverleys in mine. You're unique. There's too many Chris's out there.
Podcast. It won't be. You ever do her podcast? Well, hopefully you would never be on it.
Yeah, there's no. I don't know.
I'm moving on.
That's the format. Yeah, if I remember right, they were very cool.
Some love, and I got to do some CashApp dances, but I definitely have to show some love for Levette's watch party. So let's get it popping, because this is how you get a watch party popping.
Okay.
Yes, this is how you do it. And she had, including herself, it was 12 people at her watch party. And they were all over in different locations. And that's what I liked about it. For the people that don't want to clean their house up and have nobody over, you still can do what they did. So go on and throw up the sign. Lavette had people at her Airbnb. Shout out to Lavette Bostic in Albany. She had food because she had some of her friends over that live in Albany, Georgia. You see, they made cupcakes. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
How you set out a watch party. She got her shirt on. She's ready. She's setting the stage for.
How does the food look? No, keep that photo up. How does that look so nice and set up, but also tasty? You don't always get both. It's got to be a little messy if it's going to taste good.
What you're doing. So that's how you do a watch party. So
I like that. Nice color spread too.
Yes, this is how you do a watch party.
Nice work.
Watch Tighten Up Tuesday. And then the next photo shows the people that came to the watch party.
Oh, look at that.
And look at that in the background, Laugh Lounge. I don't know why they left the H off. It wasn't lit up, but I always notice the craziest shit first.
Lack. Because that's how you pronounce laugh. Lack.
Lag, right? Shout out to Lavette and her girls that came over that live in Albany for the watch party.
Very cool.
And then she had several people. I can't show all of them, but they all chimed in with their signs that they made. And we're holding up their signs saying Lavette's watch party, Lavette's watch party. So the next one I wanted to make sure I paid close attention to because she's in St. Martin. And I'm hoping I get to holler at her on Thursday when I get off the ship.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So they look at that all the way from St. Martin. Some people say St. Martin. Some people say St. Martin. Some people say St. Martin. I don't know. I say
Martin.
St. Martin. Exactly. Martin. St. Martin. I would say that when I get off the ship.
Marty.
St. Martin.
Somebody say, I got an Uncle Marty.
Yeah, shout out to St. Martin watching Tighten Up Tuesday. And, of course, our homie in Picasso, the one and only Natalie Milligan, chiming in from St. Croix. So if she can do watch parties and chime in, look, all you got to do is make a sign. She's a part of Lavette's watch party. So I appreciate them doing that. Now, that's how you get a party together.
I love it.
So
great work.
Yes, they just did an amazing job. So I just really, really appreciate that. I was so ecstatic. And then Sherri and I got on like a video and we talked to Lavette and her girls in there. We were having I was apologizing to them, yes, for not having Tighten Up Tuesday, and they got together. So Sherri came in the room and we chatted with them for about 15 minutes.
Very cool. Yeah, that's check out the watch parties. I have a question, and I want to ask because it's a good question. This is good. This could be some hot goss in the B-Flat world. Cheryl wants to know, did her and Yamanika make up because Yamanika was mad at B because she was getting ready to bring a lady to Yamanika's house that Yamanika doesn't like? You can tell me to move along, but I thought that's funny. What is it? Is that real?
Oh, Lord, yeah. I don't know how this story got out. Somebody must have told it. But it's not that we didn't make up. It's just that this is how I am, Chris. Just because you don't like somebody don't mean I don't have to like them. So
if you don't like someone doesn't mean that you have to.
Doesn't
you don't
mean
have to share the dislike.
Yeah, I'm not like that. So there's a comedian that Yamanika got into it with. And when I told her I was hanging with her, she was trying to question my character. Oh, and I was like, excuse me, first of all, Heifer, I've been on her longer than your ass. And she ain't never did shit to me. And I'm going to keep it with her. So I think she felt some kind of way about that because I didn't come over to her house or, she didn't come hang at Sherri's. And whatever the case, I'm a grown-ass woman. And I'm older than her. She grown. I'm a grown-ass woman. And
so you guys are fine.
Yes, definitely. We were never in a bad place because I tell a motherfucker how I feel right there on the spot.
Yeah,
I don't let it build up. So that's why I said, you can't be telling me who to hang with. I was like, I've been knowing her ass longer than I know you. So, yes, it's squashed. And we actually chatted the next day.
That's rain.
And Yamanika is the one who got me on the show with me and Sherri at the Zero Bond, and who's helping me, get on the show with Corinne.
Oh, that's
So we
great.
cool. That's one thing I want people to know. We're cool. It ain't no disdain or no shit like that. Cause I'm one of them. I'm letting motherfucker know right there. I don't be holding nothing back. It ain't gonna be no he said, she said. I'm telling your ass right on the spot. So yes, that's squashed because
Yeah.
I said it and it's done.
Cheryl heard it from B-Flat's from Yamanika's live. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, I wouldn't even went on and said no shit about. See, that's the difference. I never went on and said anything. I never got on to say anything about that because it's petty.
No, you guys are still friends. Everybody's helping each other
I
out.
just put that out there and see, I'm not even gonna address it and go look at her live because I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. Whatever she said, I don't give a fuck. But all I know is I've been knowing the other girl longer than Yamanika, and she ain't never did shit to me.
It
so
happens.
Move on.
let's say hey to some folks on the live chat. Luli Mao liked the Levette's picture, said the food looks good. Cicely's thanking everybody for the love that she got for getting up. Bridge said enjoyed B-Flat playing the trumpet. Bridge, were you in Dallas? That's awesome if you were. Let us know if you were at the show in Dallas. Or B's been performing all over the place. If you've seen B lately, always make sure to tag B in pictures or email them in. We'll try and show what we can. Solange is in the house. Claron's in the house. Pack 93 is in the house. I saw Joy earlier. Yep, Joy. Cheryl with the C. Pamela Lynch. All kinds of M. Gabrielle, Samuel Tobin. I'm missing a few people, of course, but we'll get to you at some point. So thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Well, before I jump into the Save the Day and my Picasso fulfillment report, I got to do some CashApp dances.
Oh, wow. The hair's ready. The knees loose.
Yes, it is. I'm giving a shout out to Cheryl and some family love. She's going through some family. It's not like drama. It's not anything bad. She just needs a family prayer. So a shout out to my girl Cheryl Paulette. And dealing with family issues. That's what it
Never
is.
Easy.
Never easy. I've dealt with a lot. So I totally sympathize with her. I want to definitely show her some love. And of course, Cheryl Merrill, she beating everybody in the Cash App battle. Sorry, Phyllis and Lavette and Candace and Verna. And who else am I leaving out? I know I'm leaving out somebody.
Oh, Miguel's always taking care of you. Everybody's always been nice.
Yeah, but they killing me because I'm telling you, as soon as Tuesday ends, they be like, this Tuesday night is for tomorrow, next Tuesday. And I'll be like, Lord.
Perfect.
They don't count for today's Tuesday.
Yes.
But it's working out. So, I got to get on up and show some love while I still got it with me. Deja, you got the music ready. You don't need for Deja to be. Oh, and I was like, they make some more pop
Go B. Show them. That's right. You send the money. She does the dance. Look, she's even. I think maybe this is a new one. What's this called, B?
Oh, the greasy flag.
Oh no! Why'd I ask? Oh.
You don't know about the greasy flag.
The greasy slide, and she's going up and down the alphabet to figure out who made it happen. Oh my gosh! Joy's in the house. Joy wants to know more about the Fort Lauderdale show later. What's that? Oh, God bless you. Everybody's dancing along. Kathy's in the house. What's up, Kathy? Deja's dancing. I see hands moving. Lena Love, Missy Shue. Yeah. Irina in the house also.
Irina is upset that they canceled Sherri's show. Hope you get your money back, Irina. All right, moving on. I got to give a quick shout out.
Let me clarify that. The show in Redondo Beach, I believe they're looking at a different date. That's what she's talking about. Sherri's TV show is still on. Other comedy shows still going. And then you'll see where you can see Kim next week too. If you were going to go
Just
to
gonna say it. They already said the show in Redondo Beach is canceled.
Yeah, but you said Sherri's show was canceled. It could be taken many ways.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the Redondo Beach. Irene, I hope you get your money back. Sorry, you got tickets.
Oh, they'll take care
I'm sure
of it.
you will. Yeah, they'll take care of it or reschedule it. But
Miguel's in the house. Abby Thurlow's in the house. Charissa, Kiana.
Much love in the house.
MM sitting here in the audience at Chicago. Sorry I'm missing y'all. Oh, MM's on the road with his glamorous Lunel.
Lunel, you know.
I assume. Unless MM's just hanging out in Chicago in a crowd.
I need those flash rag photos. I need those Smokers t-shirt photos. I need those Picasso photos. You're going to need those when you win your Tighten Up Tuesday watch party. You're going to need your shirt. So make sure you get them. Go on and throw it up, Deja, at buyjack.com/B-Phlat.
Make it happen.
Flash rags, because the party's going to be so hot, you're going to be sweating. When you win this Zoom party for the watch parties, you're going to be sweating. Like I said, you're going to need a rag. So you got to have your shirt on, so you might as well start getting them if you plan on winning the watch party. Announcements. The winner announcement will be March 12th, and the party will be March 20th. The live Zoom with the mighty kind, all of that. Your shirt, we're going to be kicking it. Red lipstick required. Leave a mark on the glass. We kicking it on the party, Chris.
You like to have a good time. Never doubt you in that department.
So before I jump into my DYK, let's do a correction from a couple weeks ago when we were having a little thing about TJ Martin and TJ Marshall. Remember when I read...
Oh, yeah, when you were wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, when you thought you were right. When I
was right.
About the brother that did the enhancements on the fire extinguisher, Chris.
Yeah, I was right. I remember that.
No, you wasn't right because I should have wrote this information down, but I wrote down too many little notes on my piece of paper.
I know, it's tough when I'm right.
No, but more or less, remember I've mentioned that he may have had to use a different name?
No.
Yes, I did, because I said when he invented it during slavery times, they didn't get a brother the credit, so he used a different name. So I read in 5 different places, it's the same person, 2 different names.
All right.
Because of that, I made a note. Now, you know I be looking my stuff up. You don't even be reading the format sheet. So I could be putting anything on there, Chris. You wouldn't even know what the hell it said. But I did look at it. I was like, I got to make a correction about your boy TJ Martin, TJ Marshall. Same person. And the actual fire extinguisher was invented by a white man like 150 years prior to that. They actually you got me saying they, like it's 2 damn different people. He actually invented the sprinkler system to make the water like sprout out instead of coming out of a big hose. More or less a sprinkler system. So Anyway, so I made that correction, and because I love you to death, Chris, I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, that was born out of love.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the month of January, and in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King and all of the white people who have helped in the civil rights movement, I told you I was going to find another white great first.
No. Nobody needs you to do this. This is a black focused segment. You took me playing the foil a little too far.
Chris, this could be dedicated to some of my ancestors. I got white in me.
Yeah, but it's not.
I'm going to dedicate this to me. It's another white first. We got another great white first. We got to know about the white people that helped black people out, that first did something for us. And guess what, Chris? They're revolutionary. Not only did Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles, 2 white women, they founded Spelman College.
Wow.
In 1924. They were also lovers. I would say the first openly gay couple.
Wow.
Yep. And let me go and read a little
1924, and that's the only photos we have of them?
That's a fly photo. I was in Boston, so you know they was progressive.
I'm
It was in
thinking
the
I'm thinking of
year.
1924. Maybe there's a better photo. Maybe not.
So listen to this. 1824 to 1891. Sophia B. Packard and Harriet E. Giles established Atlanta Baptist Female Seminary in 1881 with 11 African American students. Packard became the institution's first president. Impressed with the efforts of Packard and Giles, John D. Rockefeller donated $5,000 to pay off the school's debt. In 1884, the founders renamed the school Spelman Seminary, eventually becoming Spelman College in honor of Rockefeller's wife and in-laws. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So look at John D. Rockefeller paid off I read that it was named after his wife. Yes, Laura Spelman and her parents, Harvey Buell and Lucy Henry Spelman.
Wow.
They were staunch activists in the anti-slavery movement. And it became Spelman College in 1924.
There you have it.
So look at that, great white first. Oh, I feel like tap dancing.
Don't, please. Don't tap dance.
Before I jump into my frugal flip and my let me just back up. I just want people to see this really quick. This came in from Tina Gibson. This is our actual fulfillment report. Binded. Look at that, Chris. It's all professional.
Lovely.
Look at that. Isn't that nice? I'm just going to flip through a couple pages so people can see it. But isn't that nice?
That's great.
Yes, it's really nice. She just did an amazing job. Nice back yellow page. Just flip through, you can see all that we did for Music at the Picasso Kickback and Music at the Intersection. Save the date. Get ready, because here we come.
It's going to be a big one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look at it. It's 9:30, Chris, and we're moving right along.
Keeping it pushing.
Yes, we are. And I have a lot to show. You know, I like to do for those of my new followers, I have a lot of people that are joining me now that I've been on the Sherri show twice, and I want them to know what we do. No, that's good exposure, because we're really, everybody knows
huge.
Our next move is to get my show. So we're moving in the right direction. Everything has been lined up. You can't stop what God has in store. So the more people that know about what we're doing, Chris, the better it is for us. Anyway, let me go on and jump into the frugal flip. I'm doing a recap since I'm about to get started either in Austin, Texas, or Jacksonville, Florida, on a garage or a patio, shed space. So I'm definitely giving Cheryl and more or less ideas of how they can, what they need to do, what they should start collecting, just some ideas of how to start pulling things together for a frugal flip. So I'm just going to do a really quick recap. We've been recapping Dr. Kim's flip. Hers is taking the longest because it was 3 rooms instead of 1. Surprise, surprise. So let me go ahead and show Dr. Kim.
Don't misrepresent your flips to B. She'll show up and give you an earful.
Let me show you the other side of Dr. Clem's. She has her ladies' lair, which is her atrium, which we showed a couple weeks ago. And this is one side that she shares with her spouse. So I split it in half, and this is what she has on her side of the curtain. Of course, I like to show the team. And that's all of us that helped with the 2-day flip, and it was amazing. So the next photo shows her inspirations and things she said that I could flip. So she had this table, which I loved, drop leaf table, and I was like, we're going to definitely use this. I already knew I was mounting it to the wall and cutting it up and using every piece of it possible. The next photo shows her settee, like love seat type of, what do you call that? Like a incline recliner. What do you call that, Chris?
Some kind of lounge chair. I would call that a lounger.
Double lounge chase or something. Well, we knew it was super heavy. We painted it black. I thought we were going to be able to keep that blue, but it was kind of faded. I was like, we got to punch it up and do something different. The next photo shows the matching chair, which also has an ottoman. And I was like, this is great furniture. It's sturdy. It's nice and heavy. We're just going to make it look nice and punch it up. So these were things that we actually flipped. The next photo shows the space. Oh, I'm sure. One more thing. This is what she had in the living room. This ottoman in the living room, which was super big. And I was like, you bringing that on outside. We're going to use it as like a side table. So that's why I like to look around the house and pull things from the home and wherever I feel it, would fit best. So the actual next photo shows the space. So this is one side of the L. So this is where I divided it into two and kept one side for like the man cave space and a side for her. And we moved all of this stuff out and got it popping. We spray painted the awnings and the top parts of the window coverings and framed it out in black so it could just pop and look a little more modern. So the next photo shows my drawing. This was my vision when I thought we were going to use the double chase with the blue covering that existed. Put some plants in there, obviously hang the curtain to separate his side from her side.
Mm-hmm.
So the next photo shows what I wanted to do with the table mounted to the wall. She actually had some white floating shelves in a box that we weren't able to use because that wall is concrete. And it took us forever to just get the table onto the wall. I was like, there's no way I have enough manpower and Uncle Earl and I can't be up here drilling holes. It was just a lot. So I was like, we're just going to stick with one shelf. So what we actually ended up doing, this pretty much looks like my drawing. We ended up, it just looks amazing every time I look at that. We ended up rolling up a comforter and using the extra fabric that we bought from Walmart. It was really inexpensive for like $6, like a swatch of pink fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And we rolled up a comforter and sewed it up in there, and then we covered it with the fabric and sewed it. So thanks to Delilah and Auntie that did that.
Very
and
nice.
We actually had that, the sheer fabric that's actually hanging, she had that already. And we used it to cover the Chase lounge or the ottoman. I'm sorry, the double lounge. And the plants we pulled from outside and put them in different planters and just kind of mix some things up. Use old crates and just things that she had around the house to make that space.
Mm-hmm.
So the next photo shows the other side, how we used the pink fabric on the chair. And we did cover the ottoman with some of the leftover sheer fabric and the pillow just to make it match. And I just love the magenta on the door. It's not fuchsia. Remember, it's magenta. So I love that pop of color. And it looks so soothing and peaceful in there. Very inviting. The last photo shows what we did with the table. So interestingly enough, the box on the wall is a shelf from a table outside in the atrium. And that table was dry rotted, but the shelf, the little dresser drawer was really cool. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hang it on the wall, paint the inside pink. So the table is the table that you saw earlier. I just painted a black line down the middle. We actually cut off the other half circle and mounted it on the wall on the other side of the refrigerator as a part of an art piece. So this table still drops down. It's just mounted to the wall. And the piece that we cut off, we made the shelf. So I like to use every little piece of everything. So we have 3 pieces of that table on the wall. And that's Kim's side of her sanctuary.
Yes.
Yes.
And you did it right.
So, yes, we did. So that was the Frugal Flip in West Palm Beach. So now I got to start planning out these next 2. I got to touch base with Shanny because Jersey's on the list. The weather is about to break. So I'm trying to get a Jersey one in either Florida or Austin, Texas between now and September.
B-Phlat to the rescue. I love it.
Why, thank you. Well, let me go ahead and jump into my DIY. You know, I love when Picassos send me the projects that they do, like based upon what we've done on the show, and they just extend it or they go back and watch episodes. So, like I told people a couple weeks ago, Ann Carruthers is my number one in going back and rewatching episodes and just making different things. So, I just want to show you a couple things that she did on her own. She's always emailing me and telling me, showing me something. So she did the plant propagator that we use with water bottles. And if Deja has that ready, yeah. So you see how she actually put plants, little succulents inside the water bottle and made a larger version of that's like a 16 ounce, probably like a ginger ale bottle, but I like how she did that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
set plants right inside the bottle. So that was her version of this one. I just did it with a regular ginger ale bottle, a candle lid, a relaxer perm stick, and popsicle sticks. Yeah. On a piece of leftover flooring. So that was my plant propagator right there. I liked how she went back to the different episodes. She also went back to episode 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she made that. I forgot the Picasso that had submitted the two planters outside of her doorway that was made out of plastic bowls from like Dollar Tree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is Ann's version that she sits outside of her house. And I was like, you see, she got her glue gun out. She be working.
Got
And I
her.
like,
She's got her Barack shelf.
yeah, you see that? And she got Tighten Up Tuesday on in the background.
I saw that.
That's what's up. See, I love when Picassos do this and just learn how to do the thing. They're very simple. She probably just bought a green, probably some green spray paint, couple bowls, cut the, hole out, and made the nice planters to sit at the doorway entry. And put some fake plants in them, make it look nice. Or if you could put real plants in it. But I just think, I love when they do that. And I just think it's amazing how everybody's just like, oh, let me go back and look at some episodes. And then they'll let me know what number it is. So that was
That's
episode
awesome.
15. Yeah. Because I don't remember all them episodes considering we're on episode 111.
This is 110.
111.
You sure?
Positive.
I must have missed it.
It's all good. 110 was on the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sort that out. Let me jump into my other amazing DIY.
I got this as episode 110.
Well, we'll go back and
All right.
I got my papers printed out.
There's
Oh,
been a few skips.
it's been 3. I know exactly what it is.
I think you're on that mighty kind.
I think that you can't argue with me about my numbers.
What happens if I'm right?
Nothing.
Am I right, Deja? Oh, I
Don't know. I'm going to print out these with the numbers on it.
I got you down at 110.
They only look at the format sheet when we go over. You don't look at it at all. You will see the numbers at the top. So anyway, let me show
It's very possible there was a mistake, but I think you're
amazing master bedroom makeover. So
Oh, wow.
this is one of my best friends, and her homes are always amazing. I love that she does the decorating herself. She'll have an idea and she just go with it. And I'll be like, that's my girl. All her spaces are super dope and fly. So she got an inspiration, which is this next photo for this bed she wanted made. This right here. She saw it on Instagram somewhere. She was like, I want that. I'm gonna make it. Because it's just absolutely expensive and definitely durable, and I love that. And if I had a bedroom big enough for something like that, I would make it. So let me show you EMR's version. She and her friend made the bed.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So this is her bedroom. She took it to a whole nother level. So let me show you another angle of her room. This is a different angle of her bedroom.
Wow.
Ain't it nice? So she and her friend built that frame for the bed. So she took it to another level, Chris. The next photo shows how she painted it black in like a shiny, like black lacquer. And then she took it to a whole nother level and did, because her ceiling is black. It's like the beams with the where you can actually see the
Oh wow.
that's what it looks like now. So her ceiling is black. You know how they spray the insulation up in the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
And they sprayed it black.
Wow.
So that's why her ceiling is black and the pipes are black. But ain't that nice? So she took it to a whole nother level and painted the wall black and the bed and did all the black on the bed.
You want to know
I think
why?
one more.
I know I couldn't handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I end up half strewn on to the plank side. I would roll onto that plank side without question.
Well, it's just her. So I think that, but yeah, if she, I think that's like a queen mattress.
No, she probably sleeps like a normal human, whereas I
Right.
sleep like a psychotic chimp.
You would need that in the king size.
Yeah. California.
So you could have plenty of space to roll around. But that's a dope ass bed.
Yeah, it's really cool when people actually do, and that's what you're all about too, B. You're like, just do it. If you're going to live somewhere,
Do it.
make it your home. So she wanted it and she did it. Wonderful job.
Yeah, she did a great job. Amazing hack. So, I'm all about that. All right, well, let me go ahead. Oh, next week I'm going to feature Devon Henderson cousin that has some nice creations and things that I'm going to show next week. Some DIY things along with some other stuff. Always
Beautiful.
got something popping for the people.
Man,
Always got something popping.
Picasso's, she's here for you.
I should have said this was a great time to take a break and go get a towel if you want to do the demonstration, because I do have to do a redo. So if you want to read some comments, you can. But I do have a photo to show of Makisha's, because after I did the towel demonstration, she went and did her towels for her guests. And she said, these are in the guest bag. Aren't they nice? She did the spiral.
Yeah.
And she did the washcloths. She took it to a whole nother level. See, that's what I'm talking about. I like when people participate. So she put them out on the bed so I could see how she rolled the towels and did the tucking and all that great stuff. So I'm going to do this demonstration again with darker towels. I'm just going to do the 4 designs so that people can see them and be like, we couldn't see them when you had it in white.
Yeah, people were not happy.
Yeah, so I'm doing them now. And like I said, if people want to grab a towel and roll along, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is pop my table up. I'm always ready. And let me go ahead and grab the towels and just put them out.
All right. Well, B's grabbing that. On the 110th episode of Tighten Up Tuesday, we're taking some comments.
11.
And Cheryl Morrow found a couple pieces of wood while I was cleaning out my basement. I'm going to make a shelf to put a small TV in my bathroom. There you go. Kathy Lafer loves that bed.
That bed is dope.
HR's in the house. Cheryl with a C says 2 disagreements in a row. Need proof next week. Joy is saying I'm going to get fired for Black History Month. Boy, that'd be a celebration. I would almost opt into that and just say, you know what? If the people want to celebrate that way, I respect it. Everybody's having a good time though. If you have any
all the holes in my sweater. Oh, you see all that? I got 1 million holes in this.
I just thought it was vintage.
No, I'm freezing that shit. I done tore this little raggedy thing. It's chilly down here in the basement. That's why I'm glad I'm leaving on the cruise to get the fuck out of this cold.
I had to stop earlier. It was raining so hard.
Oh, it's freezing. All right, Chris, let me jump into my tile demo. I really enjoy doing this because I love for people to feel at home when they come to my home. So I love to put things on the bed to make them feel welcome. I get that from Sherri Shepherd. Not that she do the towels, but she likes to put nice things on the bed, a book, chocolates, a little note to welcome people. And I like to do the towels along with other little cute things. So I'm doing it
all about it
so that people can see what I have going on. So this first roll is called the scrolls. It actually look like 2 rolling pins if you're going to make biscuits or something. So this is the scroll. This is the Banny. Looks like a little rabbit. So I hope people can see these.
You can. It's very easy to see. It looks great.
Good. This is the spa roll, which Makisha did. And this is called the Sweet Baby Fold. Looks like little shoes. Let me move it back, up, to the side. There you go. So just say if you're having like a baby shower, if you got little kids coming over, it looks like little shoes. You can put like, cute little stuff in here for a kid. Sit this right on the bed. Let them know that we wash over here. All kids take showers. Not just on Saturdays. Every day. So I'm going to show you how to do this one really quick. That one right there is called the Sweet Baby Fold. Regular towel. Voila. Fold it in half. So the key here is to make like a perfect square. So what you're going to be doing is folding an edge in. Make it look like a little present. Fold this edge in. Fold another edge in. It's like a little envelope. So let me hold that up so people can see it. It's like a little envelope.
Nice.
Get my corners together. Because I want a nice... Actually, I'm going to tilt this down a little so people can see my table more. You might not see my head, but you can see what I'm doing. So then after you get your little square, the first thing you do is take an edge and just fold it in like this. Flip it up and fold it back. And then take the opposite side, fold it in, and fold it back. I don't even know what the hell this looks like. Looks like big lips puckered up. This is what it looks like when you fold it.
Oh, boy, does it.
All right, so after you do that part, then you start, I'm going to start here. Take the opposite end and roll. And then take this in. Oh, shit. I did it backwards. Sorry, you got to flip it over and then roll it. Flip it over. The points are sticking out on the sides. That. And then roll this in. Flip it over. Whoop. So then when you stand it up, kind of fold these up, make it look like little slippers. So there you have it. It's called the Sweet Baby Fold. Spa towel is easy. Take a regular dry towel, fold it in half. Take your corners, fold it in like an envelope. This is really simple. And then flip it over. And just start to roll really, 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 really tight. Roll the towel. Take this leftover piece and tuck it. Just like that. These are easy to do. And they look nice when you're...
Quite nice.
Open up your little pantry and see your towels all stacked up in there looking cute like this. Easy. This one is super easy. It's called the scroll. Take your whole towel, fold it in. Should have an even fold. Halfway in, halfway in. All right. I'm going to lay it out. Try to make sure my fold is even. I love doing this one because I call it the Elvis lapel. So if you got your towel folded, with the ends coming in, halfway in, halfway in. Take the corners and fold them out like a lapel. Just like that. So if you
Wonderful.
do that again, take 2 corners, fold it out. I don't like tags showing, so I definitely tuck and roll. Then you just start to roll, roll, roll. All right, come down here to the end. Fan it out like a big lapel. And then start to roll. So this is where you bring them together. Try to keep them tight. That was really simple. And now you have your 2 scrolls. Looks like I said, it looks like 2 rolling pins.
Look at
2
you.
scrolls. And last but not least is the banny. I love doing this, Chris. It's fun. And this is really simple. It looks complicated, but it's really simple. Take your towel and fold it in half. Lay it on the flat surface. And make one big triangle. Just like that. You should have one big triangle like this. Then take that and fold it in half. So your next triangle looks like a veteran's flag. Should look like this. So now, if you have it laying on the table at a 45-degree angle, you would take your hand halfway there and flip it back like this. So I want my towel to stick out. So flip it like that. And then you start to roll. So remember, this will be the edge that sits up. So you want to try and make sure you keep it tight. So pull and tuck so this can sit flat. And then take this edge and tuck it. Just like that. Fan it out, make it look like little ears. Little bunny ears. This is cute to put on a kid's bed. And there you have the banny. Like a tight roll of toilet paper. Somebody might think this is toilet paper. I'm using it for the wrong purpose. But there's the banny. So yes, hopefully people will go back and watch this episode if they have guests coming over and want to impress them with a tight towel roll. So there you have it. Chris.
B-Phlat. B-Phlat, everybody. It only took her rolling 1.2 million joints to get that good at it. She gives you the secret right away. You don't have to roll that many joints to do it.
I used to practice all the time because I love doing that kind of stuff when like my cousins are coming to spend the night. I'm like, oh, let me get the towels together. So it's fun. And I'm the hostess with the mostest. You know, I'm the black one. And look at it. It's 10 o'clock.
Wow.
We moving right along. So, Chris, did you enjoy that towel demonstration?
I sure did, B, and it seems like everybody in the live chat. Oh yeah, that was so much better. Yeah, it was tough to watch with the white towels. With
the white, I know better now. Let me go ahead and do the irks and works. Shit, we didn't get a irks and works. I should have do that up front, but we do have an Ask Chris Deasy.
Oh.
Man, I meant to throw it out up front when I was talking crazy, but you know me, I'm on that mighty kind, and I'm enjoying being back, and I'm just trying to be consistent. Yeah, so if somebody wants to throw one in the comments while we're doing the Ask Chris.
I got an irks and works.
Let me hear your irks and works.
People that can't drive if it's icy or snowy out, stay home. Don't drive. It's been terrible here. If you're gonna get out and you're gonna bop around and you're gonna be bopping around with your license plate with temp tags that say 2020 on them, and you're gonna get out and you're still gonna roll stop signs and you're still gonna pass people when it's icy out, you're gonna kill somebody. Stay home.
wasn't sure if you're talking about people that drive too cautious, like real slow.
No,
And
drive as cautious as you want. No, it's been nuts here. The roads were pure ice. There was a fire. It was a video of a fire truck spinning through a neighborhood. Did you see it? Yeah, it was wild.
I didn't see that. I'm glad our roads aren't like that. It's funny because now it's raining and it's all clearing up. It was like 40 degrees today.
Yeah, same thing kind of happened here a little bit, but yeah, it's pouring right now apparently outside. So,
well, is it supposed to stay? The temperature's supposed to warm up. It's not supposed to drop, right? Maybe all the ice.
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
What's up? Damn. Yeah. I slid yesterday going to the store. I was like, ugh. Because thank God I didn't fall on black ice. I was like, let me get my ass in the house. I was like, I am not coming back out. I ain't thinking about this damn post office or the corner store. So, yeah, it's bad out. That's why I'm waiting. I can't wait to get to Fort Lauderdale. Because
it's going to be nice.
Yes, so I can get on this cruise and go and get a tan. I'm going to come back looking icy and shiny. You're going to be like, oh, B-Phlat got a nice tan. All right, Chris, you ready for your Ask Chris Deasy?
Oh, it's the most important part of the show. I'd love to hear it.
Where the music at? Where the music at? I got to do it for Tina. Oh.
Deja's,
Deja.
It's a big segment. Drop your Ask Chris Deasy's. People love it. And by people, I mean relatives. She's doing the hot spot for the Ask Chris Deasy. This is the one where you ask questions to old Chris Deasy. Will you get an answer? Maybe. B-Phlat's really putting on for you guys tonight. We got a tight show, entertaining show. What's the Ask Chris Deasy this week, B?
This came in from B Squared. She wants to know, have you ever read Ebony magazine? Look, I'm just asking the question. Ask Chris Deasy, have you ever read Ebony magazine?
Just looked at the pictures.
She's talking about Jet, Chris. Jet is for just looking at the pictures.
Oh, my God.
Ebony, yes, no, maybe.
Oh, no, not read it. No, I've probably came across an Ebony article, maybe tweeted out, or a headline or something from it. But no, I've never sat in a doctor's office and said, you know what? You know what I think I should sit here and read? Ebony.
Ebony magazine.
Although that would be a good move if I went in somewhere where there were a bunch of black women and I sat down and I pulled out my magazine, I pulled out of my briefcase and pulled out an Ebony. Would they think I was cool or would they think something's up?
They would think something's up.
Yeah, like I smell a cop.
No, they'd be like, oh, he's a pervert. All right.
Why a pervert? Oh, no.
White man walking around with an Ebony magazine.
Joy wants to know, have you ever wrote your name in the snow with P? Yes. Wait, that's the first thing you do when you realize you have a penis.
Oh, my God. Chris, you actually did that? Peed in the snow?
I'd do it right now. Yeah, absolutely. Spell something in the snow with your...
Has he ever done that?
Well, I grew up in the country, though, so I think that helps. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have a bunch of neighbors, if you should be out, the kids should be out doing that. But
yeah, your neighbors are like 9 miles away in Farmington, so you could be out there.
Well, I lived in town, but we had a farm and stuff, so you'd be out playing, and you're a ways away from a bathroom, and you're tired and you whatever. So, sometimes you got to do it, and you might as well make it beautiful while you're. Might as well sign your work.
Oh, you wouldn't worry about your thing freezing?
You gonna piss yourself?
Oh.
But it's not like you stand there. It's not like.
I can't even imagine. I probably would piss myself. I can't imagine pulling my ass out and peeing in the snow.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to in that case.
Yeah, what if I did though? You'd think like, yeah, something is wrong with this guy.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Let me show my flyers. Let me show my 2 flyers. And a shout out to anybody joining me on the Soul Train cruise. If you were able to even get a seat and get off the waiting list, we'll be there kicking it. I'm leaving Friday. We set sail on Saturday. We come back next Saturday. It's going to be dope. Soul Train cruise is going to be all that. And then I'm
It's
going to be
incredible.
on 5 days before I'm right back out in St. Louis, because I'm coming in on the 9th for brunching and laughing.
February 11th, people.
Yes, right in St. Louis. Guess I'll be doing Tighten Up Tuesday from St. Louis.
Where from?
Oh, Miko's Media. Familiar with that space?
Oh man, we gotta get Larry Green a guest spot on your brunch show.
Oh Lord, we're trying to get out of there, Chris. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
Oh, it is. I didn't
yeah,
even.
that's why
think
we're
of
trying
that.
to get out of there like 3:00 so people can get on and get ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people got cooking to do, beds to get in, all kind of stuff. But yes, that's what I have coming up soon.
Beautiful. So many great shows all over.
I love that I could just present this like this. You ain't got to read all that information on the flyer.
You talking about University of North Carolina Life Entertainment Comedy Show?
I told you it ain't the University of North Carolina.
Michael Jordan.
I'm just saying. I like the format, Chris. It
Uncle.
makes my life easier, and it's easier for you when you can't read all the stuff that's on the flyer.
No, I like reading all the stuff. It makes my day.
Flyer. That's why you're just supposed to look at the flyer and get the basics.
Then why is it all the information on there if you don't want it read?
Oh, it's not my flyer. You look like I designed. This is what I designed. You see,
I told you I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash your Harlem weekend in New York. I'm gonna go there.
You should. And then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, is that her bodyguard?"
he should train more.
And now she got a bodyguard.
Right. Whose body's he guarding?
They be like, "Oh, she got a bodyguard, Suge White. She got Suge White."
Oh man, you're the second person in the Two Funny Mamas world to refer to me as that, but that's more clever. I was called White Suge Knight. Now you're just call me Suge White. That's funny. That's good.
You Suge White. Come to Harlem.
Damn it.
To my show, you Suge White.
That's
all I got to say.
I'm gonna wear the biggest suit with the biggest shoulder pads.
Well, Chris, let's discuss if I'm going to tape a show and do it and let it air next Tuesday. Because I would love to have an episode. So we have between now and Thursday to decide so that it can air next Tuesday. Since I'll be on the cruise.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, on that note, I got to say goodnight.
Oh, well, after you say goodnight, let me tell people what to do on February 1st, if you don't mind.
Drink Mighty Kind.
Well, after you drink Mighty Kind and use B-Phlat's promo code, you're going to come out to a show in Los Angeles. So sorry to hear about Redondo Beach, but you can at least see Kim Thursday, February 1st. Get tickets, bourbonroomhollywood.com. We're supporting Comedy Gives Back. It's a wonderful charity that helps out comics with mental health, addiction, all kinds of great stuff. This is during Grammy week, so we're going to have a bunch of friends from the Grammys there, a bunch of fun guests, maybe some people you've seen on this show, but we've got Guy Torrey, Greg Fitzsimmons, if you haven't seen him, is extremely funny. Jonathan Kite. You ever watch Two Broke Girls, B?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
ever.
okay. That was a big TV show on CBS. Jonathan was on that. He's also on the Jamie Foxx show. Jamie hires him for about everything. Jessime Peluso, very funny. She has a show on Netflix. Ian Edwards, hilarious, wonderful writer. B, you're a fan of Ian.
Yes.
And then Andre Lavelle. You know Andre.
Put the flyer up like this no more.
Andre killed in St. Louis. He's going to kill in L.A. So get tickets, bourbonroomhollywood.com. And maybe we'll just leave the flyer up for a minute. Maybe I'll read a little bit more.
Yeah, see, that's why I put the flyer up, because I be having too many flyers and you would read everything on the flyer. But thanks for throwing that in, Chris. I appreciate you.
We got to support everybody.
Your Grammy show.
That'll be fun.
Too bad I won't be on it, but I'll be on your next one.
Well, you cut me out of your St. Louis show, so I don't know.
Well, we got another one coming up in March.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I do. I know what I'm talking about. I haven't put it out there yet, but I know what I'm talking about. And on that note, good night, everyone. Until we meet again. And Chris and I will decide if we'll have an episode next week. Since I'll be on the Soul Train cruise,
we'll have an episode.
The 3rd. We'll see. We might be able to tape something and get it in. But if not, I'll see everybody on the 6th. Love you all. It's always a pleasure, Chris.
Wonderful show, B. Thanks to Deja. Thanks to everybody for helping out. Thanks to all the Picassos, sponsors, everybody else. CB Live. If you're in LA on the 1st, come see Kim and friends. Good night, everybody.
Oh, you hear that? Make me want to do the robot.